Hello, Hogziller here again, and in today's video I will be covering my tips and tricks on how to survive the colonial era while playing Tropico 6. If you like these kind of videos, press that like button. If you have a question, leave a comment below so I can reply, and please subscribe to my channel so you're notified of all my upcoming videos. The first tip to succeed in the colonial era is to keep an eye on your mandate time. There is a countdown timer in the lower left corner which shows how much time you have left as governor of the island. This can be extended by completing demands from Lord Wyndham. Note that if you get a demand that is not in your best interest or you don't want to do, like for example build a dungeon, or an import trade route, then just discard that demand and then eventually you'll get a new one. If your mandate time runs out, then you lose the game automatically. The second tip is completing the Revolutionary Demands. You will receive requests from the revolutionaries, which once complete will increase your standing with them, allowing the possibility of getting to the World Wars era. Once again, if you get a demand that is unreasonable, like a loot raid or asking for a tavern for the 20th time, then just discard that demand and eventually you should get a new demand from them. The third tip is focus on exporting rum and gold to make some money. So for the rum, you will also need to build some sugar plantations so that resource can be delivered to the rum distillery. Both of these items have a high value when exporting. Focusing on exporting only raw resources will only lead to trouble down the road and possible debt. The fourth tip is making sure you build a fort to deal with pirates. If you play the game long enough in the colonial era, pirates are bound to show up, especially on hard difficulty. If you don't have a fort, the pirates will go on a rampage burning down your island. Also, make sure that you build a couple of guard towers, especially around key areas of your island, as a distraction of the pirates, as any invaders will go after the guard towers first, giving your fort forces time to assemble, deploy, and attack the pirates. The fifth tip is getting the Pirate Cove built as soon as possible as money allows. Then get the rescue raids going. This building is key to building up population, especially on hard difficulty maps. So use the rescue many raid on this unless you receive a demand that requires you to do something different and it is a mandatory demand. The sixth tip is to only build bunkhouses for housing, as they can hold the most people as compared to the country house and mansion. Bunkhouses can also hold homeless broke people with the appropriate work mode if you are looking to boost your housing rating. The seventh tip is when you build your plantations, make sure you are using the multicultural work mode so you don't experience soil degradation. Make sure you are building at least one plantation for something like corn so your citizens do not starve due to lack of food. You can alternatively build a ranch with meat or build a fish wharf with the local consumption checkbox checked. The eighth tip is for the fun entertainment buildings, build the Circus. The cost is not too bad and there is a huge amount of slots for the citizens when you have full employment. Try and avoid the tavern unless requested, and most definitely avoid the theater and opera house, as these buildings will actually rarely get used, plus they hurt you with the revolutionary faction. The ninth tip is make sure you are building the library and newspaper when first starting out. The library will be needed to build up research points so that you can research and apply some edicts. The newspaper will be needed so you can increase your island liberty value and to increase revolutionary support. The 10th tip is on the chapel to be sure to select the help first, preach later work mode, as this will take any citizens that visit that chapel. If they have a 25 or lower healthcare value, it'll make their healthcare value 25. I know this is still a low healthcare value, but it is better than nothing. If it is nothing, then your citizens start dying off. The 11th tip is to be sure to research and activate the Employee of the Month so your workers at your industrial buildings will work double shifts. Also be sure to research and activate Penal Colony so that your immigration when the ship visits the dock will be increased by 50%, plus you get paid $100 a month just to activate this edict. The 12th and final tip is when you receive the prompt from the revolutionaries to overthrow Lord Wyndham, you might have to eliminate some Royalist supporting citizens just to get your percent supporting revolutionaries above the mandatory threshold. This could be a costly thing to do, but if you've built a good economy with the Rum and Gold I mentioned earlier, you should have enough money to do this until you get the next prompt to pay the money to declare independence or wait for the attack from Lord Wyndham. That is all for this video. If you like these kind of videos, press that like button. If you have any questions, leave a comment below so I can reply. And please subscribe to my channel so you're notified of my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.